the spectacle put on by flowering bulbs and perennials each spring, is one of Mother Nature's best performances. She keeps them hidden under a blanket of snow-covered soil until the lengthening days and warming sun signal that it's time for their grand entrance. Right on cue, they rise out of their beds to banish our winter blues and remind us that spring has arrived. By planting a wide variety of spring flowers, you can enjoy this glorious display from late February through mid-June. Here are some of the top performers for season-long color. Number 1. Daffodil. Daffodils with tall stems often bloom a bit later than miniature varieties. Many gardeners who favor yellow flowers love daffodils for their signature trumpet shapes. The flowers are hardy, but if they go blind, or if your daffodils are not blooming, it could be that they need more sun or the bulb is nestled too far down into the soil and needs to be brought up slightly higher. Daffodil USDA growing zones is 4A to 8A. Daffodil best grow is in full sun, moist, well-draining soil. Number 2. Forsythia. This fast-growing bush with yellow flowers is one of the most popular flowering shrubs. When those cheerful yellow spring flowers grace the arching branches of Forsythia, it's proof that winter has retreated for the year. Forsythia is fairly independent when it comes to care. The biggest issue when growing Forsythia is keeping shrubs pruned to maintain neatness, shape, and size, but many also like the look of its wild growth pattern. Forsythia USDA growing zones is 5A to 8A. Forsythia best grow is in full sun, partial shade, and moist, well-draining soil. Number 3. Lenten Rose. Lenten rose's height, which is 18 to 24 inches tall, makes it more noticeable from a distance than the shorter spring flowers such as snowdrops. Despite its name, this plant is not a rose at all, but a hellebore. The large pink and green multicolored petals dangle down, and they are curved in shape almost like buttercups. Encourage blooming with an application of fertilizer in the early spring. Lenten Rose USDA growing zones is 4A to 9A. Number 4. Pasque Flower. Just as Lenten Rose may bloom around the time of the Christian season of Lent, Pasque Flower is so named because it blooms around Easter time in some locales. The perky purple flowers grow to only a foot high. This plant prefers cooler, drier climates and higher elevations. Water 1 to 3 times weekly, deeply saturating the soil around the base, but make sure plants do not get wet feet. Number 5. Winter Jasmine. This viney plant just barely makes the list because it is not a showstopper, but it is a perennial vine that loves the sun. But winter jasmine deserves mention, simply because it blossoms so early, bearing plentiful pale yellow flowers. This fuss-free plant is highly versatile. Let the plant grow naturally as a ground cover or provide a structure for the vine to climb on. Number 6. Creeping Myrtle. A ground hugger like creeping phlox. Creeping myrtle, also known as vinca or periwinkle, is a vine plant bearing larger leaves than phlox. Its blooms at the beginning of spring are simple and plentiful. This tough plant is suitable for shade gardens and requires little care once established. The plant's trailing stems can reach 18 inches in length, spreading rapidly by creeping along the ground and becoming a pretty flowering ground cover that fills in large swaths of ground, especially where grass fails to grow. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for supports this channel. Also, you can turn on the notification bell to get more latest videos. See you in the next interesting topic.